Say good morning, everybody. Say good morning, good morning. Welcome to today's episode of the Shadrick Morning Rise Show. I've come a bit late today, people, let's face it. But I want to say thank you for joining me. So please share the video. Please share the video if you are watching me right now. Feel free to share the video and let me know if you can hear me. It's always good to know that people can hear you. I'm not sure I can hear myself, but yeah, if you can hear me, that will be very, very fantastic to know. I can't hear myself. Yeah, I can't hear myself. For some reason, I can't hear myself, but I hope you can hear me. So I usually get the feedback from my headsets, but I'm unable to get that feedback right now. So if you're able to get me, please give me a comment so that I know that you can hear me. That will be very, very fantastic. Okay, so let's go. Let me see if I can hear myself from another gadget. So give me. You can hear me. That will be very, very fantastic. Okay, looks like I can hear myself. Fantastic. So please feel free to give me a comment. Let me see if I can hear myself from another gadget. All right, great. So share the video. As we get started, please share the video. Let me see some shares. I also like to share with my friends every time I go live. I make sure I let my friends know that I'm live. There are those who might want to benefit from the information we're discussing today. And if we share, we help somebody to, really gain some valuable knowledge. Great. Fantastic. So let's get into the bits and the pieces for the day. Okay, so we're discussing 5 interview questions that people mess up, that we feel that are very, very important. And please feel free to let me know if you have any other question you'd like me to address. But in the meantime, we discussed the 5 interview questions that people mess up and how you can answer them. If you are somebody who wants to pass an interview, you must understand that there are certain questions that you just can't mess up because they're important to the interviewer and they are important to your progression as well. So please give me a comment if you're able to hear me. That's fantastic. I see Louise. It's good to see you. Thank you very much. I have 1,000 stars. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing. Looks like my stars have been completed. Thank you very much. Okay, great. So what we have now. Okay, thank you, Luis. Thank you, Mutali Makungu says you're loud and clear. Thank you very much. Robinson Lobade says good morning. Thank you so much. Okay, great. So let's get started. We are already late, but let's get into the business for the day. All right, great. So let's get started. So thank you very, very much for joining me this morning, and thank you so very much for sharing. Those who are sharing, you're so kind. Many people don't share, but you guys are kind enough to share, and I'm always grateful for your generosity. You are so amazing. So thank you very much. You guys are so amazing. All right, fantastic. So we have 5 key questions that you must answer well in a job interview. Now I want to give you some background. I want to begin by saying that many job seekers, they go into interviews thinking they are prepared. And I've seen this, so I've seen it all. Name it. I've seen a lot. So, but one thing that comes to my mind every time I think about interview questions, that I've seen that many job seekers, they go into the interview thinking they are prepared, only to fail because they misunderstand what the employer is really asking them. Should do better, but surprise don't. One question which is very, very simple and very, very famous. I think every time it's asked, it's the number one question usually. It's the number one question usually which says, tell me about yourself. Now, here, I want to say this. There's a trap here on this question. The first trap is that you may end up giving a personal biography. You may end up telling people about your personal life, like, oh, I'm the second born in my family, we are a family of 5, I'm yada, yada, yada. You may end up giving your employer a personal biography, which is really not what you want to do. And one common mistake I've seen when people ask this question, tell me about yourself, because sometimes they find out, oh, you have a degree. You have a degree or you have a master's degree. So if you say, oh, my name is Shadrick, Shadrick Sambo, I have a degree and I have a master's degree, do ABCD, sometimes the answer becomes very too short. Again, you don't want to tell them more of your personal biography about the firstborn in the family of 5 and what that's also very irrelevant. So how do you balance this question? So let's begin by addressing the common mistake. The common mistake on this question, tell me about yourself, is this. Many people, from my experience, start talking about their life story. Okay? They give things like where they were born, their family, personal interest. Now, this is not a bad thing, to be honest, because really an interview is about getting to know you as a person. But notice, sharing your personal story will come later. At this stage, this is a mistake because employers are not looking for personal details. They are looking for a professional summary of you. So I'm going to give you an example of how you can answer. Of course, at some point, you're going to tell them about yourself. Don't worry. They want to know you as a human being. But for now, when they say tell us about yourself, it's not about like yourself as your life and your family. And no, that's not the point. Here's how you can answer in a way to make them understand you better. Number one, I want you to focus on your career background. When you tell them about yourself, for example, I can say, my name is Shadrick Sambo. Of course, I am a qualified chartered accountant. But notice, I'm going to focus more on my key skills and my relevant experience. So that's what I want to say. So I want to talk about my key skills. What are my key skills? I'm a certified investment financial analyst. I'm about to do yada, 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 yada. I talk about my key skills, public speaking, communication. I talk about, all those things that I know are key skills. I talk about those ones. And then I share my experience. I've got 7 years of experience doing A, B, C, D. So I tell them my of course, my qualification, my key skills, and my experience. Experience should be relevant to the job I'm applying for. That's what I want to talk about. So you have to mention your strengths and how they align with the job that you're applying for. Very important. What is your strength, okay? And how does it align with the job that you're currently applying for? But notice, keep it short, professional and concise. Don't say a lot of things. Keep it short. Tell them about your qualification, your key skills, your experience, and how that aligns with the job you're applying for. Your strength and how they amplify, your skills and how you can perform better in that particular role. That's very important. Keep it short, simple, but very professional. So I'm going to give you, an example of what I think you should say when you're asked to tell me about yourself. So say something like this. For example, I'm an accountant, all right? So I'm going to use myself as an accountant. I'm going to say, you know what? I am an experienced accountant with over 5 years in financial management. I have worked with top firms, helping them streamline budgets and improve profitability. My expertise in financial reporting and data analysis has allowed me to drive efficiency in my previous roles. I am excited about this opportunity because I believe my skills in financial planning will add value to your company. See, I've just told them about myself as a profession. I am an experienced accountant with over 5 years of experience in financial management. I have worked with top firms. I have helped them streamline budgets and improve profitability. My expertise in financial reporting and data analysis has allowed me to drive efficiency in my previous roles. And I am excited about this opportunity because I believe my skills in financial planning will add value to your company. So I've told my employer what I am professionally. And that's how you just keep it. Just tell me if that makes sense. Tell me if that makes sense. I'm an accountant, so I'm using myself as an example. That's how you answer that question. Tell me if that makes sense. Give me some comments. Let me see if that makes sense, okay? Number 2 question that people mess up is, why should we hire you? Oh, first of all, they should hire you because you're qualified. Second of all, you have the relevant experience. Third of all, you've got an audience that they can tap into. That's how I usually answer this question. But let me give you a better answer of how you can put it. Here's the common mistake. Why should we hire you? The mistake is you being too generic. Most people are very generic when they answer this question. No, they say general stuff. No, don't be general here. This is an opportunity for you to tell them the key things about you that will make them hire you and how those match with the job description. Here's the common mistake people make. People give, vague answers like, because I'm hardworking, or because I need this job, or, I pay attention to detail. Really? Everybody lies. We know it's a lie. You have a short memory of 2 MBs. We can tell when we look at this one, can't remember anything. So I'm a fast learner. Forget about those kind of stuff. Employers want to know what makes you stand out. They know you have a degree. They checked your CV already. They know you have a master's. Yes, they know you're an accountant. They checked your CV already. But what makes you a better accountant than other accountants? That's what they want to know. So now here's how you should be able to answer in a way that's going to make them, employ you. Kefa says makes sense 100%. Thank you so much. Guys, give me some comments and please share the video. Now, here's how you answer this question. How to answer why should we hire you? Number one, show what value you bring to the company. What's your value? Very important. Number two, mention specific skills and experience that match the job. Number three, be confident but not arrogant. Most people are very arrogant when they're answering this question. Now, let me give you an example. With me as an accountant, how I may answer this question. Why should we hire you? Remember, I just told you that I've got experience in financial management and financial planning, which can help out to the company, yada, yada, yada. Now I'm going to answer now, why should they hire me? So I'm telling them this. I'm focusing on how many things. Remember, I'm focusing on 3 things. I want to show the value that I have. I want to mention specific skills and experiences, and I want to be confident but not arrogant. So I'm going to say something like this. With my background in marketing and my proven ability to increase sales by 30% in my previous role, I am confident that I can help your company attract more customers. I also bring strong problem-solving skills and creativity, which will be valuable in growing your brand and expanding market reach. I've given them the value. But here's another way you could answer this question. If you notice this company sells products and you have a social media audience like me, you could say, with my background in social media marketing and the proven ability to increase sales, I believe that you can directly benefit from my platform by marketing your products there, because I've got an audience of buyers, an attentive audience of attentive listeners who are able to buy products because they trust me and they trust my brand. So clearly they can benefit from my audience. Even your Facebook page is an advantage. If you have a Facebook page, talk about it, because that Facebook page that you have, your employer can directly benefit from your social media platform, partly because when they employ you, you automatically become a brand ambassador of the company. Which means if they sell products, they can directly tap into your audience and connections and your contacts and your network of the people able to buy what they sell. That also is an advantage. So whether you have a Facebook page, TikTok account, Instagram, those things can help you. See what I just said? With my background in social media marketing and my proven ability to increase sales, I believe and I'm confident that I can help your company attract more customers, because you can immediately tap into an audience of attentive listeners and able buyers for your products and services, because these people trust me. That's why they're on my platform. So you can talk about your social media audience as well. That is very, very important. Or you can, if you don't have a social media audience, you can talk about your success in the previous role, the experience, and how it can benefit them right now. So they should hire you. Very important. Question number 3. What are your strengths and your weaknesses? Now, this is the question that most people fail terribly, almost every time. Tell us about your weaknesses and your strengths. The pitfall here is of you being overly confident or too negative. This is what pisses me off about this question. One time I was on an interview panel. I was hired to go and sit on an interview panel. And this person comes in. And then we ask them and say, tell us about your weakness and your strength. It's just a normal question to ask, not something serious, really. And then they say, the problem with me is that, I just want to make sure what I'm doing succeeds. I don't easily give up. I just want to work. I just keep working. And I'm saying, you keep working? So you're telling us that because you keep working, that's a weakness. Like, that's nonsense. You think interviewers are fools? No. Don't turn a good thing into a weakness. That's not nice. You are not dealing with fools. These are adults. They know a real weakness when they hear one. So don't say, no, my weakness is because I work too much. I just want to make sure whatever I do succeeds. So sometimes, I get stressed because I just want to make sure I finish my task. That's not a weakness. Give us a real weakness, right? But not a weakness so bad that it will make us not want to hire you. No. So yes, some people their weakness and their strength have got nothing to do with the job description. That's about your strength. Say something very different from the job description. No, if you're going to talk about the strength, make sure your strength aligns with the job description. If you talk about a weakness, pick something that is real but not so bad for the employer to not want to hire you. So don't turn something good into a weakness. Now here's how you can answer. I'm going to focus on two things. Number one, choose strengths that are relevant to the job. Number two, mention something you're actively working on to improve that is real, but not so bad for the employer to want to fail to hire you. Here's an example. If it's my strength, I can say, for me, here's how I say. I'll tell you two ways and I'll give you my answer. You can say something like this. One of my biggest strengths is my ability to lead teams effectively. You have an ability to lead teams effectively. That's a strength. In my previous role, I managed a team of 10 people and increased efficiency by 20% through better delegation and communication. That's a good strength. You're able to lead teams. You led 10 people. You communicated with them properly. You delegated well. That's a strength. Okay? Here is something I also like to say. My biggest strength is that I always know my limitations. And that, because I know my limitations, I don't overestimate my abilities to execute tasks I don't know. That's also a strength. A lot of people fail to succeed because they are overly confident. They overestimate their abilities. So being able to know your limitations in every given situation is a very good strength because you know exactly when to ask for help. And most people don't know when to ask for help. They overstate their abilities. So I've given you two examples. Number one, we have said if you're a team player, you could say one of my biggest strengths is my ability to lead teams effectively. If in the previous role, you had managed a team, you can say in my previous role, I managed a team of 10 people and increased efficiency by 20% through better delegation and communication. That's a good strength. For weaknesses, you could say, something like, for example, I used to struggle with public speaking, but I've been improving by taking leadership roles in meetings and attending workshops. I am now more comfortable presenting ideas to a large audience than I used to be. That's a very good weakness. Public speaking terrifies a lot of us. You're scared and stuff like that. Talk about a weakness that is real. Okay? Very important. Okay. Question number 4. Guys, tell me if that makes sense. Given says, very true. Thank you so much. Cecilia, good morning. It's good to see you. Tell me if that makes sense. Give me some comments. Tell me if that makes sense. Question number 4 that people mess up. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? That's a very good question. Now, the mistake here is you being too ambitious or unclear. People are very ambitious. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? They say something, I know next 5 years I want to own an airport. Really? You want to own an airport, you Morgan? Do you even know how much it costs to buy one plane? Just to buy your gas for the plane, do you know how much it is to buy gas? No, I want to own an airport. Really? Morgan, stop lying. So be realistic, but don't be too ambitious. Again, don't be unclear. So here's the common mistake. People say things like, no, I want to be the CEO of a larger corporation in the next 5 years. Where? You're just getting started on your career. You want to become a CEO soon. Come on, stop dreaming. Or some people say, no, for now, I don't know yet. I'm still trying to develop myself. Really? Employers want to see if you are a goal-oriented individual. They want to see if your career plans are aligned with their company, if they are aligned with the role that you are applying for. Even though you have other plans, don't tell them. Just tell them what aligns with the job you're applying for. It's not mandatory or death sentence to disclose all your plans. If you want to own an airport, don't tell them if it's not relevant to the job description. Just leave it. Okay? So now here's how you can answer this question. Number 1, show career progression that makes sense for the role you're applying for. Sure. Number 2, demonstrate ambition, but keep it very realistic. Don't be too ambitious. Here's an example of what you can say. You can say something like this. In 5 years' time, I see myself growing within this company, taking on more responsibility in my department. I would like to improve my leadership skills and eventually manage bigger projects that contribute to the company's overall success. I have other plans. I want to own a farm. I want to own an airport. But I've not told them about my airport plans because it's irrelevant to the role. So I simply tell them I see myself growing within this company. I want to take more responsibility in my department, and possibly I would like to manage a larger, team for overall company success. So I have other roles, I have other goals in my life, but I've just told them what will make sense for the current role. Very important. Tell me if it makes sense. Given says you are the best. Thank you so much. Mugwesa says makes sense. Thank you so much, Mugwesa. Great. Question number 5, the final one. Do you have any questions for us? Some people say no. That's a mistake. That's the most stupid thing you can do in a job interview. You've sat with people you don't know for 1 hour, 2 hours, and you have nothing to ask them. Are you for real? Really? Did you even do your research about this company that you have zero question at all? That's extremely, extremely, sad and unfair to do to yourself. Have some question all the time, okay? And this question can be used in two main ways, but I like to use it in two ways. Number one, if there's something you misunderstood, you can use this time now to clarify. Either you asked me about this, did you mean this? Because my response was based on the assumption that this is what you meant. And then they clarify, then you answer more. You can redeem yourself. All right? And then you can also find out when you would expect to hear from them. Or you can also find out, certain things that were very much unclear. Find something. So the common mistake is that many people, they miss the opportunity to ask questions. They say, no, they want to look like they're humble. No, you look dumb if you have no questions because you've been there for 1 hour or 45 minutes or 2 hours. How come you have no question? That's not a good way to show leadership. So ask about the company growth if you have nothing else to ask. Ask about the team culture. Ask about the future for opportunities. To show ambition, all right? Then avoid asking about salary or benefits at this stage. Don't ask about, no, what is the salary? What are the biggest challenges that someone in this position would need to overcome? Don't ask about what is the salary. No, don't ask about the salary for now. So now examples of a strong question could be, number one, what does success look like in this role within the first 6 months? Ask them that question. Because we want us to know what success would look like. This shows that, number one, you're interested in improving the company's growth. You also care about success and want to work on it. So they will tell you what success will look like in the next 6 months. Number two, what are the biggest challenges that someone in this position would need to overcome? So number one, you want to know what success would look like. Number two, you want to know the biggest challenges that one would need to overcome. Those are very good questions you can ask. You can also redeem yourself. If there's something you misunderstood that you answered, you can ask them, no, earlier you asked me about this. I answered the way I answered because I assumed you meant this. Is this what you meant? Could you please clarify more? Or when can I expect to hear from you? All those are very good questions you can ask. Don't say you have no question. That's how you know you're a morogont. Proper morogont. What do you deserve anyway? If you have no questions, why do you deserve to be hired? Like, why? Why do you deserve to be hired? Morogont. Proper morogont. Wasting people's time. So I hope that you've gotten some gist from these questions. So here are my final thoughts. I want you to know that interviews are not just about having experience and skills. That's not the point. The way you answer questions can determine whether you get the job or not. So by preparing well and understanding what employers are really looking for, you can give answers that make a strong impression. If you want to know more, all right, about what we have discussed, or you want to know more about businesses and how to run one, I have a book here, How to Start and Grow a Business. It explains a lot of things. It also explains some things I did in my previous role, how I resigned and stuff like that. And it can really help you understand and be yourself on the right track. So get a copy of this book, How to Start and Grow a Business, and be on your way to growth. This book is going to help you. It has got years and years of experience. So let me read some comments, and if there's any questions for me. I want to say thank you to all of you who join me every day, who give me the shares. Some of you are so kind, you share. Some people don't share, but you guys are very kind. You share, that you give me support, and I'm very grateful for the support that you give me. Thank you so very much for the support that you give me. May God bless you, and I hope that you keep on supporting my work. This morning show will be one of the biggest morning shows And the people that ignore us will be coming to market here. They'll be begging to want to market here and just to feature on this show. This show is going to be big, and you guys who are starting with me are going to benefit a lot. We are going to make this one of the biggest shows, the morning shows in this country. So thank you for your support. Here's some questions. Cecilia says, thank you very much. Thank you, Cecilia. Given says, learning. Erica Jones says, nice. Kefa says, amazing. Louis says, great insights. Thank you. You're welcome, Louis. I'm always happy to see you. Angela Siamafua says, taking notes. Thank you, Angela. That's fantastic. Mukubesa Makungu says, making sense, sir. Thank you very much. Given Musama says, you the best. Thank you, Given. That's nice to hear. Okay, great. So, guys, I want to say thank you very much. Is there a question for me? Yes. Yeah, Kefas agrees with me, says this one is going to be one of the biggest indeed. Musimuko H. Daniel says, powerful. Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. I've got a question from Angela Siamafua, who says, what time does the show start? It starts at 7:10. Today I came late. It starts at 7:10, and then it starts between 7:10 and 7:20. So sometimes I start at 7:10, then sometimes I start at 7:20, but 7:10. That's the official time. 7:10. So in our next class, we're going to look at, so Given says you should also teach us about the CV. Great. I'll bring a session about the CV and how to write your CV. That's good. I think we can talk about the CV. That's a good one. That's good, Given. I think we'll do that. CV, very important. So there's a question from Mutai Makungu says, when asked what one's weakness are, how do you phrase it without making it sound like they will work against you? I think we talked about this. Maybe Mutai just joining us. We've answered this one. Please just rewind. We answered it that don't bring a weakness that is so negative that they fail to hire you, and don't make something good into a weakness because they will know you're lying. Okay, so talk about a real weakness. For example, if you're not good at public speaking, you could mention that. I think we gave an example of what that should sound. Just rewind a bit, Mukubesa, and you're going to find how we answered when it comes to a weakness. We said, for example, if you used to struggle with public speaking, you can say, my weakness, I used to struggle with public speaking, but I have been improving by taking leadership roles in meeting and attending workshops. I am now more comfortable presenting ideas to the audience. So talk about a weakness and how you're working on it. But sometimes, if you're impatient, there are people who are not patient. If you're impatient with your co-workers, especially those who are lazy, you can say, one of my weaknesses has been, I haven't been too patient dealing with, slow co-workers, but I've been taking leadership roles to become more patient in that regard. Yeah, so you're not very much patient in the past, but now you are improving. So don't just mention a weakness. Mention a weakness and mention what you've been doing to work on that weakness. So if you are impatient dealing with lazy co-workers or slow co-workers, you can say you've been impatient. You don't really know how to deal with lazy co-workers or slow co-workers, but now you've been taking leadership roles to help you improve in this regard. So don't want a very bad weakness like, no, I've got a temper. That's bad. Short temper nobody wants to do with a short-tempered person. So talk about a weakness that is a weakness, but not so bad that they would not want to associate with you. Very important. Okay, so we've answered a lot. You can, those of you who are just joining us now, you can go back and watch this presentation. Please share the video and help those ones who are joining us. So here's my final comments. My final comments are on the markets, crypto markets. I always give you crypto updates before I leave because I'm a crypto investor, by the way. So those who are joining me for the first time. We have seen a lot of drama in the crypto space. We have seen that BNB has dropped by 15%. That's bad. Bitcoin has dropped by 93%. That's bad. Ethereum, 20%. XRP, 22%. Solana, 8%. Investments are crashing on the crypto market, and all of us are losing money right now. As I'm speaking, I'm sad. I'm so sad. I'm so sad as I'm speaking with you right now. Okay, I'm losing money, and my woman is gonna cut my throat. Okay, she warns me don't lose money, so now I'm losing money. Like we're losing money right now. So the crypto space is there's drama. Things are falling, partly because of the DeepSeek that was launched also affected the markets. Nvidia lost billions of dollars, so lots of companies are also losing. So in the last 24 hours, we are seeing The markets have been declining. For those of you who are investing, you know we call this one buy the dip. When the market is dipping like this, it's the best time to buy. So now if you have money stored up, this is the best time now to buy, because now we are likely to see a parabolic run. When Bitcoin finally loses its dominance, we are more likely to see a parabolic run in the next 2 weeks. So this is the best time to now buy the dip. If you see the market is dipping like this, it's the best time to buy the dip. So now I'm going to buy some of the dips. So by the time I'm going to recover my initial entry point, I also make some profits on the dips. But don't just buy any dip. Some dips won't recover. So make sure you research, you understand, you consult. And we have a training coming up starting March 1 to May 31st, the Ultimate Business and Financial Training Cohort 2. We had a successful cohort in the previous 3 months. We did the training the last Sunday. And now we are going to start one on the 1st of March. It's on 1,000 kwacha and has got 6 modules. Okay? So feel free to check up our previous post on the training. We are going to do about 6 modules. We have modules about crypto, modules about financial management, business formation and structuring. We have leadership, marketing and sales, AI tools. We have a very nice training coming up. It's on 1,000 kwacha. You can pay in cash or you can pay in installments. There's a link for installments in the comment section. There's also a link for cash payment in the comment section. So you can pay instantly online or you can use mobile money. Everything has been put there. So the training is coming up on March 1 to May 31st. I'm sure you saw the one that we recently had. The training was amazing. Come and learn how to run a business. You can also get a copy of this book at only $4. Check the comment in the first, check the link in the first comment, only $4. Can you imagine? Just $4. And be on your way to growth. You can buy anywhere in the world right now and instantly get access to the book and start reading. Okay? So those are the things that are coming up. The Ultimate Business Financial Training. We have the crypto class coming up on February 20th for 7 days. All those are courses coming up. So be on the lookout. What do you want to learn? Crypto or the ultimate business or the book or consultation? Our website is up and running. You can go and book an appointment now. Go to platinumadvisoryservices.com and you can book an appointment if you want to book an appointment anywhere in the world. So guys, this is where we end for today. And thank you so very much. This has been the Shadrick Morning Rise Show and I have been your host, Shadrick. All right, guys. Bye-bye. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, 7:10. And thank you. Great. Yeah. Thank you. Bye. And you should, you guys, when someone comes in a nice suit, say we like your suit. Somebody say we like your suit, okay? Somebody talk about my suit. Come on, you guys. Really? Say you have a nice suit. Eh? Somebody buys a nice suit, you're quiet. What is wrong with you people? Somebody say you have a nice suit. Eh? Cases of my woman. Say you have a nice suit. So sometimes my woman can be happy. She helped me get a nice suit. Really? You people. What's wrong with you? I like that comment. Nice suit. Yes. All right, guys. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Yeah, nice suit. Yeah, nice suit. That's a comment I wanted to see. Great. Bye-bye.